Okay. I'm completely starting a new city. And hopefully things will go correctly. I'm just going to mainly show the process of how I come about making a city. I was originally going to do the city that I did Wednesday, but I kind of broke it. So I decided, let me just make a new city. I'll just start over from scratch. I didn't really do much in the last one, so it's fine. Main process. I build on sandbox mode merely, so, or like creative mode like Minecraft. So I personally just like to buy most things like for free. I have unlimited money. I start off by just unlocking the first 25 tiles to make it a little easier. And I'll just buy off whatever I will build on. I just like to do this now so I can get it out of the way. Everything that's buildable land, anything I can build on, I'll buy it. I don't really buy hills. A waste of money, really, if you're playing this on non-unlimited money mode. Wouldn't waste your money on mountains. I'll get this part because there's a piece of land sticking out. Let me rotate it a little bit. These three up here. Rotated again. I will buy some of these portions because there are some places that I can use. And that should be good. So before I do anything, I like to fix, or not fix, but I like to just do my own interchanges and everything. And usually I'll change every highway I see into just highways that I use in the assets. I prefer to use those than the base game highways. By doing that, mod's called Ron Network Replacer. And I've learned previously that if I use a road that has adaptive networks, it gets rid of my line work every time I reload a save, which kind of gets annoying sometimes, but I don't mind it too often. But since I know this time I'm gonna not use any adaptive network highways. So USRP. I can't type. And these are all 2-lane highways, so I can just use these highways. And then it replaces every vanilla highway with this road. That's what this mod does. Every 2-lane road you've seen, it'll change it completely. I could also change the bridges as well. The bridges I will make it the vanilla, the concrete ones, the adaptive networks. I just like these ones. Bridge mode, place. And they'll all become bridge modes. You could also do the same thing with railroads as well. In this case, I will use the adaptive network version of the R2 USA tracks. If I could find it. Let me see if I could same width, then I can get it better. I'll know it's adaptive network if the background is brown. Might have a different name, I'm not sure. I'll have to look and see what it is. I don't remember the name of it completely. Not here. Okay. I gotta find the name of this network. Oops. Oh, it's R2P USA. Okay. P. There we go. I'm gonna use these because they're adaptive. So, meaning that, let me show you. I'll replace all of them. All replaced with these tracks. So when it means adaptive, it means I can form it into a bend. Or does custom work? I believe custom will work as well, but I usually use bend. And I'll just have the ability to switch tracks. Well, kind of like design them differently. If they were two-way tracks, like say if a train could drive on this side going north. But let me just, not that. Take this and say I wanted to burn this track. In this case, it'll automatically make it bend. What makes it adaptive is I can force a track to just go straight and just have that, or just completely end one track completely. Obviously don't do this, this is a dumb design, but unless it's necessary for you. And that's also how you completely stop a track. You just make it loop back into itself, and then it'll completely close the loop. I'm not sure what these are. I think these are like drains. I'm not sure. I don't think I have that mod, so I'm not gonna focus with that. With that out of the way, everything's correct. I will keep the small exits like on the outside for now. I'll get to those later, but the ones that I'm looking for are mainly highway exits, and I see a bridge piece right here. It doesn't connect to this highway. However, it does go all the way over here and connect to this highway. I don't know if I want that necessarily. For the most part, I would just want the highway to connect to it completely without having any, like, say, traffic lights in this position. And I don't want any kind of strange interchanges. I want it to be like just a personal interchange. These are more like, it's a good interchange, but it feels a little bit more non-interchangey, if you know what I mean. So what I'm gonna do is just gonna erase this portion. I'll keep the road in a straight pattern. What I plan on doing actually here is just having a road just come off and then arc its way around, and the same thing for the other side, and just have the main roads connect. So the main highway is going to turn. So let me give an example. The main highway is just going to go around and turn and then merge back, and same thing to the opposite side. Oops. But other than that, I might keep this. I might just separate this. I don't want these to be connected. I'll just separate these exits and just kind of spread them out a little bit. I don't want them connected at all. Let me show the process of what I'm going to do. This is also a 1 lane from a 2 lane, which I don't want. But I'm going to keep the same highway aesthetic. Well, the bridge aesthetic. This is the Golden Gate Bridge. This is an asset that I had to install for this map. Not sure if it'll fit. Yeah, that's a clearance they can fit me. Pause so the truck can pass. As long as trucks can pass, then it's a good clearance, and it can obviously pass. I'm just gonna move it over. Hold Alt, switch, stay straight. It is in the way a little bit, but actually it's fine. I can just bend it over a little bit. Then I could just keep doing this until... I do wish there was a standard piece, like a... similar to this bridge. I was just a flat piece with the pillars. It does work. They're both kind of the same network. It's just not red. It's not Golden Gate Bridge, you know. Also, this isn't sloping as fine, I guess, but I'd rather it slope a little bit more to this point, so it seems a little bit higher. Then, partial way through, it'll reach up to that point. That should be fine. That being a little higher, I'm not sure how does this work? Does it? Okay, so maybe that's too steep. I can't do that. I don't want to use highway pieces. They'll mess up my arrow. These ones are adaptive network, so they kind of mess up my lanes if I use intersection marking tool. Well, I wanted to just come out, just turn. The same thing for the other side. However, this is a problem. The exits will be too close, so I think I know what I'll do. What I mentioned before, I'm going to separate this. However, on this ramp, I'm going to have a splitting portion so we can access both this and the road going straight. So let me remove this first. Let me put a node here, a node here. I can separate them. Do the same thing for the other side right now. Actually, no, I might just get rid of this one. It seems a little too close. This is fine. I'll keep that. Make it a little bit better. Well, I'll fix this. These exits require a lot of space. Let me... This side to this side, I'll probably make it start from the back. And kind of bend its way forward. So, what I mentioned here. That. You know, in this case, I could use the mod. Intersection, the network multi-tool mod, which will allow me to make perfect circles. Let me see if it'll do it here. Oh, it does do it pretty well right there. This will a little sharp, but bolt here. Oh, there's a node right there. Okay. But it's a lot better to do that. I can use this tool and then straighten it out. Straighten that out. Let me use the adaptive network, not adaptive network, RON to replace 3 lanes as well. SRP. And 3 lane. Most highways in this city are 2 lane, so I think for this case I'll use the 3 lane with the split. That's where most of the 3 lanes are used, so I'll do that. I have like an incoming lane, so this lane will end, kind of deal. Same thing for the elevated. Elevated will have the concrete one with a 3 lane split. Elevated 3 lane bridge mode. That should fix all of them. Low. Yeah, okay. That's looking a lot better. Get rid of these trees. Clean this up. Patch it. It looks a little bit more appropriate. This down. This one up. It's going up. And even. From this point, I'll use a 2-lane split. Represent. This lane will branch off into 2 portions. After this exit, I'm going to make this one. I'll make it closer. So here's what I'll do. This will be 3 lanes as well, but this will also be 3 lanes as well. I'm not going to use concrete. How about that? Regular. Same time, I'll force it to go like this. Okay. And then 2 lanes from here on out. Press delete. Force it to bend. The trick here is I can't press Control S because I want them to do something a little finicky like this. I have 2 lane. I also don't want these lines. I'll have to do it for all of them pretty much, but since the vanilla roads look like this, but these roads don't look like this, I like to make them the actual color like yellow and a little bit thicker whites. What do I do here? A little exit ramp, branch off of that. Same height, this portion. Same thing here, same height. There. Make this one go up a little higher. When we're into, let me go into concrete, the bridge mode.
Gaze at a gazelle.
But this would be the tricky part.
Shake hands with a turtle.
This portion,
You can experience the wild in our wildest.
I'll start at the end.
Come down this weekend to meet our new
Further, right there's fine.
Barbara. She'll hook you with her smile and hook you again with her curved toes used to grasp trees in the wild. After that, take a gander at another new species, a new type of bird previously identified as a different type of bird due to a zoological error. Fun for the whole family.
Then from here,
Get a free handful of pellets to feed the fish. Limit 4 per family while supplies last. We'll look
there.
forward to seeing you where the animals live in rooms painted to look like home. The City Zoo.
Curve.
Here's another message just came in from Eleanor Wicks.
Yep.
Thank goodness for your radio station. It's like the only station on air where you're challenging the binary distinction between good and evil. Eleanor, don't get me started on binary. It's just so confusing. Why can't
Let me put a note right there so we can stick right there.
know that the number 100 in binary is 4? For heaven's sake, people. How are we going to keep track of good and evil if 100?
This doesn't match, but I could make it bridge across. So use this piece, elevate it. Then from this point, I want to keep this the 1 lane, so I'm going to just make it branch off immediately. Back here, let me take off the snapping. Snapping on. And I'm just gonna redo it. Like so. Was it this one that had problem? It was that one, so... The reason I don't like using this road is because the traffic lights don't spawn at the end. So, unless the node's too close. Yeah, okay. I will use this one. I have traffic lights, so it makes sense. Then I'll make it go straight. Well, personally, accurately press F, see the level. This is very hilly, but let me go straight. Stop right here at the edge of the hill and place it. Doesn't too much. While I'm at it, for now, let me replace all of these with NAF. Hellcat? No? Oh, same with. I believe it is this one. It's that one. Okay, let me replace all these. So replacing it, taking its time, there we go. And as for this highway, I'm going to make it have its traffic light instead. Oh. It'll be a turn only, so that's what I'm going to do. It'll do this. I'm going to force it to turn right. Everything turns left, we'll take this ramp. I could just, I might as well, but I'd rather have this be a traffic light for now, because I don't know what's going to be in this area yet. I'm just placing everything out now. But I will do some funky stuff that I can tell I'm going to do already. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make this there. I'm gonna make this curve a farther distance. This one might be too close. So doesn't have to be that close. Like right here. This could just be one lane. Make it look like it's coming in the right direction, so get rid of this and get rid of this node. Minus, yep. I'm going to replace this highway with 2 lanes. Or even, for now, I'll make it 2 lanes. 1x3, or 1x2. Then it'll be a 1 from here on. Till it reaches that portion. Let's wanna like for this. Same thing with maybe not here. We'll move this node back a little bit. This one they automatically should say straight. Yeah, okay. That means nobody will turn left. We're smart enough to do that. Here's what I mean when I go here. Actually, you know what? I might just make this make sense. 1 lane until this merges. Be 1 lane. 1 lane. I'll change this back to 2, but I'll make it visible. There, now it makes sense. This bridge is low, so let me raise it a little higher. These points. Then I'll just make it slope from back here, from that point. It will be lower, but there. Not as bad. If I wanted to get fancy, I could use these networks instead. Bridges. I usually do this for like downtown areas, this kind of bridge, it looks like. And it is a little deeper than than these concrete ones, but they do look better. They have no lights on them. Okay, none, that should say. I'll use these. They do look nice. Then goes right there. I might make this enter from here. So as soon as it reaches here, so make this 2 lanes from back here. Over here. Make it 1 lane from here. Make this connect from there. Down a little bit, make it even. I want to make it a fair grade. Press this so it slopes correctly, and I can see what to do next. Slightly decrease this a little bit. That should be good. And I can just make this 2 lanes. I like to use W. On the west side, there's a blank space. That's how it is with America. There's always a shoulder on the side, so usually nothing on this side, on the left side. It's a lot better when it's a wide bridge than 1 lane. 1 lane's a little too thin. Going through and then fixing this. It looks a little strange, but in retrospect it'll make sense because I don't want the nodes to be too close to have a ramp. This will be 2 lanes on entering. Closer. Just set that like that for now. That's not right. There we go. Okay. I'll keep this for now. Keep this side. This side, I'll fix that. I don't want these press up, I don't want that. But I do need to fix this. This is coming in too steep. Also this, I need to have it way enter from all the way back here. I'm gonna make the entrance back here. Gonna change this back to 2. Fix those nodes just now. Just into 3 with an exit lane. Might be too close. Put it back here for now. 2. Delete that. And delete this. And let me fix this. This should be bend. Not bend. Just custom. Hold shift to make them even. And then just have fun with it. Let me actually set up this point. I wanted to make it enter before it reaches the bridge. I don't have any weird joints. Then I'll fix the leveling. Change this. Like this. To elevated points. 3 lanes. It's I'll make sure 3 lanes actually. The problem with these is that if there's gonna be high traffic on this road, I would want this to be 2 lanes. Turn left. I'm gonna make these 2. I'm gonna keep this 3. Have 1 exit. Then bridge. And the same thing with this side. I'll just keep it 3 lanes. It doesn't make a difference if both are 3 and 1 are 2. It just makes it look strange if one is larger than the other. Have this 2 and 2 and then just 1. Let me change all of these roads as well. To USRP. Same width. 1 lane ramp. Replace. Fixed. Now these nodes are too close. They don't you can't really see anything with that close. So let me get rid of this. This node, let me place them back here. Get rid of that. Move this back. So I can see the lanes. And just fix this to make it curve evenly, and fix this to make it curve evenly. Then make this look a lot better. Just shift it over. Pull it downward. If it can't go any further, then the same thing with this side. A little further. Just bend their way around, so about there. Then the marking tool don't want to keep markings, should make it look presentable.
Hi again, everybody. I was just reading up on some science stuff.
Yellow.
And I found out all about these special magical things called
Copy it so I don't have to color it again. Paste. White.
Then it's definitely gotta be
These dash lines will be of a specific look. I want to increase the dash length to at least match that one down there, and space them out. Further that a little bit. That should be fine. And I just copy these lines and then paste it because I don't want to redo that whole process, and that should look a lot better. And same thing here. Paste yellow. Right white. Right white for having merge. Paste. Right white, then hold Alt. Make a filler. I want to use chevron and then rotate it to make it look rotate forward. And then I copy this entire then paste it. Then rotate it until it fits here. And it looks presentable. From here, I want them to fill in the gap. If you don't have this, they'll stop right here and leave a gap of space, and it'll be a problem. And then force them both to turn left. I already have a right lane. And that's pretty much resolved down there. Fix this hill. Open this up. And in this case, delete this. So this looks like it's a lot better. Same thing there. Fix this hill. I just want to make it match this height. Press these two to at least make it match this height. And then alternate as it goes. So slope it from here. This height. Then it should look a lot better. Yeah. Usually this side will sink a little bit more since that side's a little higher. Then just make it slope all the way down to here. And then just smoothing it out. Just a little big. Make the ramp look a lot better. And get rid of that. this. Delete this giant space. Delete this space. This would be a 3-lane with an exit ramp. I'll make it 2 nodes back. Space it out, hold control, hold shift, same thing here, press it, hold shift. Same thing here, hold shift, then it should even out. I'll keep the trees for now. Let me get rid of those trees at least. Or if I want it to be fancy, this might become a large merge, a large exit up ahead in the future. Middle. We'll keep it like that. Just have it so that 2 lanes turn. That. Change that to that. Then let me get rid of these original vanilla ones and replace it with mine. This is a little steep. A little strange here. It is strange there. Let me put that into bend. Then I do the same thing here. Rotate, 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 mirror. Let's press paste. That works. Okay, I don't have to delete, just paste it. And this exit should be a lot better than before. Let me make this exit. Intersection marking tool will be a little bit more different with this one. This one I'll make it a solid line, resembling an exit only lane on the right. Here, make a solid line. Here, make a solid line into that lane. Here. Then I go into that line that I drew into their settings. Click on edge point to where this one lights up, and then erase this line. Same thing here. Up to this point, erase this line. Then, oops. Then hold Alt. And just make it wider. And that's it. Pull it out a little bit. Here is similar. I do want to shift this over a little bit more custom to the right lane. Shift it over. Maybe, yeah, let me shift it. Yeah, that's a lot better. Open that up. Goes closer. Oops. Pull it out. Here. I'm gonna bring it over so it evens out. I'm just gonna take this one and just copy it and paste it. Where it fits. This one needs to be mirrored. In here, that fits perfect. What happens here? The yellow line doesn't show. Strange. I'll just guess which one's yellow. Wrong side. It's yellow. Yeah, hopefully it doesn't do it here. Yeah, it doesn't. Okay. For here, I'm not sure if I want to make it 2 lanes for here still. I might make this 3 lanes, because it comes off a highway, and it also comes off the bridge as well. This could be important, but for now, I'll just fill it in. I think I have an idea of where I want to put the main city. I'm actually gonna make this a solid line. Double solid, it's yellow. Size is a little strange. That'll fit. Then I'll just put that there. Delete that points. Delete this points. These will have traffic lights resembling a yield. This one will most likely be a timed traffic light. Same thing here. It'll be timed with this light. Make it a little bit more. Make the traffic flow. Go there. Let's put this here. This I might make an island. So this one will be a custom island rather than a chevron. This one will be a little bit more tricky looking to build to finish. Lines will be a little bit more erratic. There's nothing I could do for here. I'll have to leave a blank space, but the island will fill it up. Same thing here. This will be a blank space, but the island will also fill it up. And this one right here. What I'll do is I go and fill. I scroll down to custom texture island. It's a little thick, so I'll make it thinner. I'll give it a specific decal. Scale it down a little bit. Increase the corner radius to make it a little smoother. Offset it a little bit. So it makes it a little bit legible, and then increase the curb size so there's a curb to it. I'll just copy this and do the same here. This one I could leave it as, I could just make it a chevron here. Or a stripe actually. Stripe would be fine here. Solid line there. Oh no, a solid line just here. Traffic light, and then I'll time these both at a time. Since it's a highway, I'll give this one a higher priority of time, so around 10 to 18 seconds. While that's setting, this one will always be 99, since nothing will turn left. Now to a turn lane, while this is set to green, this one will also be set to green. Add step. Turn this one off. This one will always be on. Turn this one on. Turn this one on. Turn this one off, but keep this on. So straight will always be on. I'll decrease the time limit for this one. Maybe 10, 15. And that's it. So show counter. This one 99, 99. That'll be good. That's set up. Bridge piece. Push it back.
So, if it's good enough for Tony Magoni's steakhouse, why not be good enough for Joe Public's home house?
It doesn't do it automatically, I gotta do it manually.
Tell him Tony sent you. Meaty Bits. If it ever was alive, they can get it to you dead.
The basic chevron.
Old Grain Mill, old-fashioned family restaurant. At the Old Grain Mill always has the best service and the best home-style meals in town. We'll make sure you always leave at the Old Grain Mill with a smile and a full belly. Now, be sure that you come down to At the Old Grain Mill old-fashioned family restaurant and not the abandoned grain facility at the edge of town. It's not safe for visitors and poses serious risks to anyone who dares enter that old mill, which was forced to close down years ago. We ordered our sign and uniforms before we
Rotate.
learned of the existence
Lights.
of that dangerous old flour mill, so
Same thing
we're
here.
not responsible for what happened there on that awful night. We just want to focus on making great meals every night at the old grain mill. Old-fashioned
Pull this
family
back a little bit more.
at the old grain mill, from our
There we
family
go.
to yours.
Slope this. Higher. This.
Hi, everybody.
And give this thing a steady incline if it doesn't have one already.
Sounds a little different today.
Yeah, it does have.
Well, that's because I'm wearing a new necklace. Not an ordinary necklace.
And that
This one
is
filled with
what's
the
hideous.
power of
Okay.
hematite.
Find that.
I picked it up from the store yesterday, and as soon as I tried it on, I could feel its warmth flowing through me.
Let me here. Let me
Real magic. Nothing
straighten
but
this.
earrings and charm bracelets. That's kids'
There we
stuff.
go.
This hematite is the real
This exit,
It looks
it's
polished
mostly
gold,
done.
but it's actually a crystal like quartz and geodes.
For the most part.
Makes me wonder if there's any other crystals out there with mystical
That's mostly what I do when I start a city. I'll go through all the highways and change their exits to make it more legible. The reason I only did a highway interchange for here is because I want to have more priority to the highway. So from the bridge, it'll go straight to the highway rather than over here will be traffic lights. Same thing going backwards. From the highway, it'll just skip the lights and go right up to the bridge. Any interchange that I see, like this one is a highway all the way in the back. I don't want it to have a loop, like a roundabout for a interchange, because that can cause problems in the future. And it's really compact in here, so let's see what I could do here. What can I do here? I might actually... I do want this exit here though, for this part. Maybe I just might make it a road instead, so... Might keep this roundabout. Just this one. I'll make a collector's route. This will be express, this will be local. I'll do that. Seems like the right way. I use the parallel road tool. Back here. Over here. Space it out a little bit. Same thing on the other side. This I'll either move them back or delete them. One lane for this portion might not be enough. I'll convert it into a regular road. We get a proper bridge. That is a thick base. Different 2-lane road that can maybe fit that. Or I could just move it around. I could just move it. I don't know if move it will keep its properties if I just do this. I hope it does. I'm hoping it does. So I'm gonna get rid of this. Just that. To make a full interchange. No, it doesn't need to be full. It's only one direction. And there's one going straight. This one will be tough. I'm going to remove this. Oh, thanks, Biscuit. I didn't even notice. I didn't even see the chat. My OBS was blocking it the whole time. Let's see. Highway. 1 lane. Enter this portion. This side. The 1 minus. This one will go up and over. Back to this. There. go. I'll just make it incline a little bit steeper than this side. From a distance, it'll curve over the entire thing, parallel to this side. Let me just place it for now. I'll elevate it later. Go into here. With that being the case, I could just start from back here and connect here. Let me do that. Oh, but this will connect to this road down here. Maybe do the same thing actually. I like the route, so let me do that. You know, in Canada they call it a collector highway. In America it's usually just local and express. I do like the name of collector. Do this. That's bad. That's close. Curve up, curve up. I want this one to come over here as well. This is gonna start to look like a... What's the intersection? A full stack. Gonna look like a stack interchange. We keep going. That might be the best option, honestly. Here. Space it by 1. Put it to ground. From back here. Yeah, I might go one back. One further back. I'm going to use one of these. Collision is not on. There we go. Lanes. Or maybe just one. One lane into the roundabouts. 2 lanes of setting. 2 lanes will go into the highway. Actually, no. Makes sense. Leave this side as 2. I might as well leave them both as 2. Back there, it's over here. Sloping will have to be a little bit. Once it passes over this bridge, I can decrease the slope by substantial amounts. So let me fix that. Get this out of here. And decrease the incline. Make it a little bit fair with this side coming up. Oops. 4 is still pretty steep. 3.9 is a little bit better. This is actually too high, so I can decrease this more. Back a little bit. I can actually make it look a little bit better. I'm going to use the bridge form of this to make it resemble that it has more structure and it can span a farther distance at a higher point. I'm gonna use the bridge version of that. And then in the middle, just it's a little deeper. I'll increase the height a little bit. %, 2%. Bring this up a little. Bring this one up a little bit. Increase this. This side match here. Now it should look a lot better. Go here. Then this side is the worrisome part. Hopefully it's not too steep. If I slope it. It's not bad at all, actually. Hopefully it's not too steep. 4.3, good enough for me. Let me put a note here, actually, so we can go a little further back.
Sunny days, starry nights, good music, and great company.
That's a lot better.
Carolyn Shine, and you're listening to
Get rid of this. Actually, can this delete? Okay. I want these dirt roads gone. I'm not a fan of dirt roads when they're not placed correctly. I'm just gonna delete them all. It's gonna take a while. It'll still look like it's there if I zoom out, but it'll go away and the next time I load the game. Curve one side. Me. Make this a little bit more. 14%. That's going to be a little bit too high, but 5% is really high. But it doesn't matter as long as I can go back here. Maybe like at least 4. Oh, perfect. 4. Bring this up. Okay. Okay. Let me get rid of this. Okay, just into one lane. This to be on this side. Convert the code. I'm just gonna make this part of bridge pieces as well, so it runs up to it, not in dirt form. That. And this hill is a little too high. Oh, this will be a problem. I don't want them to go here and then go here. I just want them to go here and here. I might just force them. Lane change. I'll force them to go here. Prevent them from going up here. Same thing here. I don't want them to make a whole circle just to go. I don't think they will do that, but they might. I guess to prevent that, it doesn't have to be a circle. It could just be one singular road that just goes here. And if I do that, the speed limit will decrease, forcing them to take the highway road instead. The roundabouts are nice, but I want to be a little bit more realistic. Place a note here since that's where the box is. Same thing. I want to keep some of the assets that this map came with. There we go. Again, hopefully move it does not reset my stuff. That works a little better. Let me bring this down. I want to get rid of this. I want to make that come here. This will just go straight. Actually, I know what to do. This will go around. I'll make a loop around. This is fine. This is fine. Yeah, I'll do that. So I'm gonna make actually this bend backwards. Changes direction. You were gonna stay parallel to this road until this point. Make you merge. Hoping you'd connect. A little bit further, maybe. Can I do it from here? Is it legal? Oh, it is. Perfect. That's good. Yeah, that's good. This will be a little bit sharp, but you know what? That's better. That's better. Fix that just now. Oops. Make it fancy. There's parking on here. You know what? I'll make it a highway road. No, can't do that. I usually want some kind of divisor in the middle. I can use this, but I want trees. But this road doesn't look as good as standard. And it's black. Let me change it. Standard looks as the brown. I guess it'll work. This one's a little far. Get closer. too far out. Bring that in. A little sharp, but it's fine. It's gonna yield anyway, so it's fine. It's in the wrong way as well. Now it should yield.
You're listening to Shoreline Radio with me, your host, Carolyn Shine. Words of wisdom for the day. Always think about what you're doing before you do it. And then once you're done, don't even worry about it. And don't get that backwards, all right? Here's another one just for you.
Oh, yeah. Do want some kind of island in the middle, like a little visor. Maybe in this case, maybe I could just make it grass. Nah, no. Is there grass decal? No difference. Manufactured? No. Definitely not. Okay. I guess I'll just stick with you. Get down to 1. Add a curb. That's a lot better with a curb. Make it a little. It's just the opposite in the front, actually. That's fine. I don't need an offset there. Back here, though. That's fine. Want to chamfer these down, not too sharp. And there we go. Again, same thing. Don't want them to stop. Maybe this one could stop. Other than that, no crosswalks. Crosswalk. Oh, it's stuck. Can't get rid of that one. Same thing here. Yep. Stay like that, please. Don't move. It's one side, the other side. Connect in the same spot. I'll attempt to. This will be gone. So it connects with it, similar to this. Okay. Gonna take this bridge. W. I'm going to fix this. Into there. Alright. Alright, that's fine. Up to there. I Make it tall enough to go over both. Okay, this one's gonna be taller. Ooh. Let me convert to bridge form. This one will be, yeah, that's weird. I gotta fix that later. So from back here, it'll be tall. Go over. Right about there. Fix these. Want to be in the middle. Here. Base. Okay, that's too tall, which is good. I don't want it to be that tall. I'm actually going to use Bob. I'm going to remove... Oh, wait, is it gone? Oh, I guess I removed it. Did I? I'm gonna remove these. These. Here, one of these. Where is it? Did I pass it? This one? No. Oh, actually, single? No. There we go. It's, yeah, this one. I'm gonna get rid of these ladders. They do sometimes get in the way when you want to make things narrow, parallel with each other. Okay. Shrink these. I have a truck prop. Like a, maybe, yes. No, just truck. Any truck props? Yeah. One of these. Actually cheat a little bit. I could slope it. Meaning, let's see. Let's say if I want to start low. It comes up a little sharp. Same thing here. I can start low. It looks a little sharp going up. Maybe a little lower over here.
Say cheese, it's cheese week at Big Bite Burgers and Fries. All this week, in addition to our regular menu, try our
This,
ultimate signature sides, like
that.
our famous bowl full of melted cheese, served steamy and bubbling. It's the
Trick
Bonnet's
is
Doubler, or our New Orleans-inspired pork
put it to
sandwich,
middle,
pig cheesy,
go to
or
slope,
signature flagship, the
make it look like it
spicy cheese
bends.
jalapeno cheese blucher. So hurry in and get them while they last. After all, why take a little bite when you can take a big bite?
Square packages. The
Make it look
a
lot better.
Box on both your houses. The untold story of the invention of the box and the family rivalry that nearly destroyed it. It's a tale about
Yeah, a lot better.
finding acceptance and inventing the most efficient means of shipping and packaging that mankind has ever known. Proving that to find what's in your soul, you have to look outside the box. And in
Hey, welcome back.
which is a house, your home.
Oh, yeah, yesterday I said I was going to make the other city,
Tune in every
but
Wednesday at 8 for this
when I went to load it,
one-time
I tried to
takeover
practice it just today.
your houses.
I did get some errors with the trees because I forgot that I had switched mods and then I switched back and then it kind of caused like a little error.
I'm your host, Carolyn Shaw.
So
I just found out
I decided to just start over from scratch and just show my process of how I'm gonna start, or how I build a city from scratch. What I'm doing right now is I picked this map. Let me see if I can find it in the workshop.
Which is weird, I know, because they're invisible. I wonder if it's related to why some people need glasses. Well, we can think about that while we play another song. You're listening to Shoreline Radio.
This map, let me Share it so I can throw it. This map. I don't know if it's Cebu or Cebu, Philippines. But it was a nice map. Offered a lot of water opportunity, some boating. So I used this map. Now I'm just gonna go through and look at everything and just fix everything that I want to fix. Well, that I would fix in the first place. So what I did before, there was a Golden Gate Bridge, so I just made this highway more accessible. I just made this road more accessible to a highway. Make it seem a little bit more easy to access. Just extended these roads a little bit wider. I'm doing the same thing over here. Over here was a little bit complicated. It was a little bit too clustered, so because this is originally a highway itself that leaves the city, so there'll be a lot of traffic here. I wanted to make it more accessible. I might actually make this 2 lanes. Might make sense to have this 2 lanes. This is a continuing highway. And I would want to have my city over there, so I might make it 2 lanes. Actually gonna do it. 2W. Also gonna do the same thing here. I'm gonna get rid of these ladders. They don't get in my way. Then I might just maybe I'll add a 3rd lane. Sure, there's lane mathematics, but it doesn't always have to be lane mathematics all the time. But I'll do it here. Right now I'm kind of making this look like a half stack interchange. This truck is just a prop. Oh, the trick I was doing before to make this look like it's sloping, just set the slope to -3 to make it look like it's going across a little bit steeper. Arch is better. Then it can go down a little bit sharper since the slope is a little bit higher. This from here. I'll make it start from here. I'll go over here. Okay. Here. Here. Maybe even... It does look more symmetrical if I make it do the same thing as this side. It would make sense to make it go under, pass under, and then connect. Similar to this side as well. So this will go up and over, go to the ground. Right there. If a graphics card overheats, then thermal paste would be a good answer. Because most graphics cards, unless they were faulty from the start, they don't die until maybe 10 years later, maybe, or graphics cards can take a long time to die sometimes. Like mine right now, I have a 3060 and a 1650 Super at the same time. The only reason I have 2 of them, they're 2 different graphics cards, but they use VRAM together. They will share VRAM. But I would say it's a good time if you were to buy a graphics card compared to the pandemic time to buy a graphics card. I believe their prices are going down to what they were stated as, rather than an absorbent price. Make this curve a little more. We're starting to play retro games. I could do something out of the ordinary and just... Oh, there might not be anything in this area. I would have done it if it was a city area, maybe. I'm planning on having this city, like in this area, the main city. I would want to have the view of the Golden Gate Bridge. That'd be a nice place to have a city. We're also having access to the highway right here. I'm gonna increase this road size from 1 to maybe 4, not 4, 3 or 2. 3 lanes might be good at the shore, so maybe like one of these. These roads would be good. Not that one. This one. I always like to have a divider in the middle. A divider road. And then convert it into 2 right here. And maybe not even 3 here. I might just leave this as 2, since I don't think any other road can fit between here. I don't want to change the map too much. Yeah, sometimes when a graphics card will look like it's dying, usually the screen will start artifacting, like you'll see lines in places where they shouldn't be. That's usually a good sign that the graphics card is about to die, or the graphics card is faulty. One of those two things. Oh, the train line. I updated the train line before. Here. I don't know what I want the train line's bridge to be. I might fix them myself manually. I don't think I want to alter them. Maybe. This one's nice, but it's way too thick. I lied, it's not too thick at all. I thought it was thicker. It's like the same as this. Or maybe... Why not? I'll do it. What's this called? Portal. Oh. R2 USC WG. No, that's too much to remember. R2. Let's see. I had the word portal. Portal. This one. This is bridge. I don't want bridge. I want elevated. Say something with that. That's fine. Yeah, that's good. Well, what I actually saw in the assets yesterday, or a while back actually, I wanted to use one of these terminal stations that I found. Not Denver, this one, Toronto Union Station, auto-saving. But it piqued my interest that I had to make a new world. Because I couldn't play this in any old world, it would be too much. Auto-saving in an hour and 20 minutes in. I have it set to 40 minutes. Nice. It's this one? Yeah, this one. This is a road that cannot be placed. Let me... That's a bridge. Yeah, it was this asset I wanted to use. Because it was large enough where it can have a large capacity. Well, it's on uneven platform, so it's built wrong, but... Actually, this is a bridge. Okay, so the bridge pieces are built incorrectly, but I could always just unlock it and fix it myself, which is what I was going to do. But this one is nice. I wanted to use this terminal. The front's nice as well. It looks like a large courthouse. Actually, there's a path in the bottom. Oh, that means 3 subway stations. That's 3 actually. 3 subway. Which will be good. I also have to remember. I want to. How deep is this river? I want to take advantage of these tunnels as well. Yeah, it was a nice asset, so I really want to use that for this map. These tunnels. The Hudson River. These are the tunnels that are from New York City to New Jersey. But they're in bad condition. They're really bad. And these ones look nice. They're rendered all the way through and they light up really bright, which is nice. I kind of want to use those. I might place them in this area, possibly. I'll usually completely destroy the line that it already has and just build my own, usually. I'll connect it from somewhere in the back, but I usually map out my train line, so I might make one on the bottom down here, have a terminal over here somewhere, and just have them spread out, go across the map, and some down here as well. I'll most likely do that. I'll replace the 2 tracks with 4 tracks. Back to here. This is, for the most part, nearly completed. I just have to connect it back. Does this road go off the map? That's... Oh, nearly in the same... What is this? The road as well. So this road goes off... No, it doesn't go off the map. Okay. That goes off the map. That goes off. Let me fix this. Move that node. That node. Stretch it out. Bring this in a little bit. I might make this go up here as well. It's a little far. Bend it back. That doesn't help me at all. But myself.
Did you guys know there's different
That's better.
types of vegans? There's junk food vegans who eat like
This-
guacamole and chips and popcorn and soy mochachokas, and then there's whole food vegans.
I want to keep the nodes away from the traffic light, because sometimes if nodes are too close to a traffic light, the cars will just run it without stopping. So I want to keep a distance with the nodes.
About eating a whole chicken. I don't even know if that's possible.
I don't want them to run lights.
Shine, and you're listening to Shoreline Radio.
I'll get rid of this turn lane so they don't turn. Here we go. This is kind of ugly. I guess. I'll make this 3. I'll draw in the middle myself. I do want the lights on this side though. I want this road to be accessed. Be able to turn left here. I'll make a light there. In middle. Yeah, so then it's most likely the graphics card if that was the case. Unless if your CPU is an Intel, then you run your computer if you have an Intel CPU. You don't need a graphics. Well, you still need a graphics card, but you can use the computer without the. If you have an Intel card, Intel CPU. Actually, I want this to over here. There. That's a good card. That's a lot. A lot of people still use a 1650 super. Actually, I have that. Yeah, I have that in mind. 1650 super. That's my secondary card. Grass. I just remembered I could scale it to make it look a little bit better. I could match this grass a little bit. I do wish I could change the color of it though. Can I? Oh, I can. Oh, that changed everything. So it's like a brightish green. On there. Copy it. Bring it over here. Lines. Delete this. There. Delete this from there. Let me get rid of this. I want to be able to see that. I shorten, yep. I want this line to go straight. This one to divide into. This one can do what they always do. You pick your choice. I don't have to draw you out. I'll leave that one as striped. I'm not going to put chevron. This one will be chevron though. Works. Okay. Make sure that it's even. The node is long, so it will leave its blue spot really long. I could shorten it. No, I can't. Can't shorten it. Pull this in. Do it still? A little bit, but not as much. Oh, oops. There was a line there. Didn't even know. Yeah, that's a. I have to do this to show the line. Do that. And I want this to have. You have to go through. So that's a really long node. I want to erase the crosswalks from here. Keep it here. No, I don't. There's a highway. No reason to walk over here. That's wrong. I do want this to be same height as this point right here. And then from that point it'll slope down steadily. I want this to match that road. This will be kind of steep. It comes up from so high. This. That. Oh, and there is no... I completely forgot. There's no way for this side to go into this way. Let me do the same thing here. I'll just have it almost like a clover, except make it 2 lanes. Over these lanes. So it'll loop around here. Maybe not as far. Maybe around here. Place. Maybe right there. Be fine. Let me do that. This offshoot. That is a little close to that. Or if I were to be smart, I would do something like this. Kind of make it go around. That would be a complete... that'll be a full stack if I do that. Right now it's a half stack. I could do this. This way does work a lot better. If this is already tall enough, I can make a bridge. I can make a bridge over here. This is tall enough, I can go under it. I could just turn this into a bridge. However, it will be a problem over here. Unless I bring this further down. I might do that. I'm gonna do this. Right around there. Same thing. Bridge piece. Bridge piece. That.
We are the law. Accountant. The law accounting. I know what you're thinking. Are we lawyers? Are we accountants? Well, it's a complicated question. Probably.
Then just make it tall enough for a truck to pass by. So I need a truck under here.
Is that us? Well, what do you think? Seems to me.
And grab this part.
You out there who might need the use of the law accounting, but that's not legal
That's good.
advice. That's life advice. In fact, we're legally barred from providing
This works.
legal advice. The law accounting, officially unlicensed since 2005.
At Banhammer Bank, we want
If I were to
you
do
to
this,
trust us with your money, because it's
this is
your
fine
money
as
that we can make you more money.
one lane.
It's not funny business. It's money
Could make it
business.
like this, but no,
Give your
I'll just leave it
money
as
to
one.
us, and it will grow with interest. That's the plan, at least. Maybe that's too complicated for you. Imagine planting a money tree in the ground and watering it.
Let me do that.
Imagine if you had a money pet and you fed
Here.
it more money, and after digesting
Oop.
it would.
Curve.
Okay. You want to go money fishing?
Right into
so
this
you use
portion.
a little money to catch a big money.
I'll bring this
So
back
just
here.
come
I'll
and
bring
talk
this
to us.
portion all the way over
Even
here.
More metaphors that allow us to avoid saying what we really do with your money. Banhammer Bank. Feed the money monster.
It's another beautiful day here at Shoreline Radio. Your home for great music. I'm Carolyn Shine, and we're going to keep things moving here with another favorite.
Ah. Over here. That seems strange if it does that. I'd rather go closer. This will pose to be a problem. I could make him go under that as well. Let me save this so I don't erase it by accident. It might disappear. Nope, okay, good. I might as well make this a bridge as well. Middle. And this middle. And this way back. We'll have to change this. That's too close. That seems a little bit above rock height. That should be good. This curve right here. I could make this level. This side. will be too tall for that portion. I can actually turn this back into one lane now. Not gonna connect it to there. That there, put that there. This will be this awkward height, but I could just might make this a normal bridge. Works for here. A little bit. Straighten it out. That works. Yeah. Again for here. Straight. Curve. It'll run into this road right here. That's where they merge to become 2 lanes. And they'll meet right at this point. Hopefully, the end product will work. That can fit. Truck can fit under there. I'm just worried about this height. This height difference is really substantial. Really high. What I could do here... Is it possible? Maybe... I could do with that cheat that I just mentioned. I could do this. Oh yeah, that light, yeah. I could do this. This might fix the light problem. I'll do this. Not as steep, but this will go down. I can bring this back down. I just got an idea. This will match the height of down here. And then it'll go up at very kind of steep, not as steep. As long as it's not over 5%, that's fine with me. These two, not as close, but goes up. Bridge, 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 bridge. When the music goes like that, it's like a horror film. And from under here to here, 14%, 4%. Okay, what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna turn this part into a bridge. But it's a middle. And just slope it. I'll keep that like that. Down a little bit, so it looks like it'll be forced to go down faster. Then I'll just line this out so I can actually see the road. The thing with those networks is that it doesn't care about the road. Well, it doesn't care about the land. So it's too steep. Make it 3%. Bring it up a little bit. Kind of just bends over. Fix this. Nope. And convert that Maybe no. Oh, yeah, over here. Gotta flip this. 5%. 3%. Good. Anything here? To a bridge. And it goes down. Perfect. Stretch it out. Bring this up so it looks like it can fit. There we go. It's one of those scenarios where the tool will not allow me to straighten it. I think I have a way to fix that though. There we go. A little tight. There we go. That's better. Then, if this is fine as concrete, it's also fine going across this. Yeah, this is perfect actually. Yeah. What I might do is, the look of these roads do look better from underneath. Look at actual highway system from underneath. 3 lanes might fit this. And once I get here, I turn off collision so pillars don't spawn. Oh, it's a long road. Kind of don't want it that long. Let me put some nodes in there. So if the pillars won't go away, I'll force them to go away. It's on elevated mode, so set it to none. No pillar spawn. And then reset it. In this case, this is really high. I'll set it to bridge mode. Distinct look. And bring it back down. Same thing for the other side. Turn bridge mode. And press bridge. And I'll leave it like that. Four lanes wide. Ahead. This distance. Bring them in. Higher time. Straighten it. I prefer it to fit a little bit like this. That's fine. bring this node back. That's good. Switch it out so they have more space to merge. Ah, it works. So access from here and here. Access from here to here. Here to here. Here to here to here. And I think that's all. Okay, that's good. I'll connect them though. 4 lanes, 4 lanes, 4 lane from back here. I'll start at 3 lanes. Road. So 3 lane with separator and 3 lanes to end it. Then 4 lanes with a middle divider to a slight curve. A little bit, then lanes. How will I make this shit? I'm gonna do this. Gonna open up wider on the side so it makes it more even. This one has to go here. Then this will go here. There we go. Now it'll... Now it works. Perfect. Lanes go straight, 1 lane turns. 2 lanes turn. Even height. Same thing for this side. I can't lie. I have more fun watching his speeches than any other presidential speech. They're just that more amusing. Sometimes he would just completely stop saying what he was saying or just completely forget where he was going with it. Perfect. I always love the ones where he talks about his hometown. Pittsburgh, no, but not Pittsburgh. Scranton. Talking about the guy that he used to play basketball with. People made remixes out of that. He needs his medicine. White. This, bring it over. Reverse it, switch, bang. Exit lane. Could bring this down a little more. And a lot better. This needs to be a middle. This network is a little tricky. Sometimes they don't match up at all. To manually drag it. Same lines. Actually, no, these lines are a little bit different. They're a little longer. It doesn't have to be exact. Fine. This, let me paste this. I could move it as I go. Make it back to white.
Hi again, everybody. I was just reading up on some science stuff, and I found out all about these
And let me just copy it.
things called ions. And you know, if it comes from science and it has magical powers, then it's definitely got to be
Actually, it's reverse.
They like clean your body's energy with static electricity or something.
Here it's.
It's really fascinating how all this
This
stuff
one makes-
works once you understand it. I mean, I assume so. I wonder if we evolved our planet.
Unpause and see how they move through.
Awesome new technology.
Fast forward it.
Or maybe it's only a coincidence that it works. I don't know.
Next will be this bridge. Actually, this bridge might be fine. It doesn't go to a highway or anything. I could leave this one as it is.
I'm probably not supposed to give medical advice, but
I could leave this one.
electricity works. At least that's what I think. Just be careful around dangerous
Most people would turn here
kids.
and go around and go up over, so I made this one 2 lanes.
Radio.
Let me make this so that they... Wait, we'll stray off track. Should do it. Also fix this. That's what I meant with, I don't want the nose too close where they change lanes. I don't know where they're going. Is there a boat over here? Oh, no, it's the same highway. They just missed their chance, so they're going the long way. Okay, most of them will go up and around. Get rid of this. Change again. I could make this one 2 lanes. Most people will go up here. Let me curve this a little. Back. Pull this back. Maybe that. These guys are lost. They want to go back on this highway, but they didn't make their thinking straight. Yeah, they're going back on the highway, so they're going the long way. They gotta wait to recalibrate. I don't know where these people came from. The traffic light, I could make a time to make it make sense. So this one will be green forever. I don't have to change that. Only ones that'll change are these two. So 10 seconds, add, and turn this one off. I'll make it 8 out of 15. And then start. This one should be on forever. Let me see if they stop, however. If the speed limit is too high and they're coming to a traffic light, sometimes they'll run the light. Or if a node's too close, they'll also run the light. They stop there. Let me draw a line so I know where they stop. This one will always go. So this road will be changed in the future until I get to there. It's turning night. Want it to be night. Noon. And I think it's almost time to start planning where I want to build, where I want to start building my first city. And it might be this area. Let me do that. I'm gonna have to make an exit right off of this road, so let me do that. Change the bridge. I do want this not to be a highway, so I'm gonna use one of these regular roads. Usually on a highway ramp you would have a large road. Let me change that. Large road coming off and then breaking off into a smaller road. Curve that, curve that. Then we have a standard highway exit. So maybe just from up here. So this point and just curves in. I could do a. Let me do that. I'm gonna make a half clover exit, actually. Let me unpause it. Well, I think from here straight, curve into it. Do one of these. The one direction is allowed, and then the other side will go down. Okay, let me try that. The one direction down. This is a U-turn. These will be just placeholders. As I do this, and this will be a two-way. Could use this one. Move this node. Bend it back. Bring this up. Bring this one slightly up. Have them bend. Have this bend. Have this bend. The goal for a half clover is to make a portion of it make a certain, well, half exit. On the other side makes a full exit to the highway. So you don't want, we don't want this side to turn left. You want it to go the full loop around while this side by itself will turn left, preventing more traffic from accumulating on one side. Bring this down, bring this further down. I want this to be a complete loop. I want it to be correct, so I just hit my mic. I'm just gonna erase one of these nodes. I'm literally gonna drag it. I'm gonna drag it so it becomes a little bit more correct. These will fix themselves out. This one, that's too close, so I'll just fix this. It doesn't have to be so long. Right into here. Fix this. Everything should sort itself out. This to match the same height as this highway. Pressing this will even out the slope, straighten it out. Same thing. Straighten it out. Straighten it out. This should match the host. And then go down into an even flat. Remove this node because it's too close. I can actually keep this as 3 lanes. It's actually nice. This up. Not 3. Just 2. Force this up a little closer. The crosswalks. One half.
Gaze at a gazelle. Lock eyes with a lemur.
Oh, the other half.
With a turtle. At the City Zoo, you can experience the wild in our wildest exhibition yet. Come down this weekend to meet our newest edition
Fix that.
of
There we go.
sloth named Barbara. She'll hook you with her smile and hook you again with her curved toes used to grasp trees in the wild. After that, take a gander at another new species, a new type of bird previously identified as a different type of bird due to a zoological error. Fun for the whole family. Book now and get a free handful of pellets to feed the fish. Limit 4 per family while supplies last. We'll look forward to seeing you where the animals live in rooms painted to look
I get used to it. Once you
the City Zoo.
see many of these in America,
Can you hear it?
in certain portions,
Listen closely. It's the sound of refreshment.
and then you kind of just remember what it looks like.
Pop soda refreshment. Pop soda. Belch the best.
We're back. It's me, Carolyn Shine, and we're about to check in with our listeners. Here's another message just came in from Eleanor Wicks. Thank goodness for your radio station. It's like the only station on air where you're challenging the binary distinction between good and evil. Eleanor, don't get me started on binary. It's just so confusing. Why can't they count good and evil in base 10 like everybody else? Did you know that the number 100 in binary really just means 4? For heaven's sake, people! How are we going to keep track of good and evil if 100 is the same as 4? I'm with Eleanor. It's no wonder everybody's so confused. Binary indeed. You're listening to Shoreline Radio.
That. Hopefully it doesn't do that again. Be good. Closer. Same thing. I'm gonna drag it along. You don't have to be that long. Actually, going in about the same place as the other one, right around there. This needs no node. Drag back a little bit. This part will bother me. Let me back it up a little bit. I might not even need this 2, I might just need 1. Yeah. And yeah, that's better. Oh wait, I just realized I did it backwards. That shouldn't be there, that should be there. This... We want to realize that this should be like that. There we go. Because usually this part will usually be 2 lanes going upward. Same thing here. Upward. And if I do that, then this should be 3. That'll make sense. Bring that all the way across. Just turn down a little bit more. Bring that up. Bring that down. Nope, wrong way. Get that wide, then this has to be sharper. Force it. That should be good. Do this. Okay, do that. Leave that how it was. These can be stretched for as long as they want to. I don't care about these. These ones are fine. They should have no crosswalk at all. Run through. That's fine. This side's a little bit larger, but that's fine. Sometimes I know back then I'd use assets as like a template, but now I'm just like, I'm gonna build my own. Bend. Do not say bend, you should say middle. Close. But why now? Should say middle. We'll bend. I guess it's fine if you just bend. That's fine. Go to Paradise Radio. Not right. Oops. Correct. Correct. Make you match. Then slope. You reach the points right there. Bring it down a little bit. Right there. I make them go through, through, and through. I don't want them getting stuck or stopping in the middle of there for no reason. Same thing here. Okay, that's good. Straight turn. I would prefer this to have a more pronounced turn, a more pronounced curve. Make a little more. Kind of like that. Maybe I can do this. I guess. Copy, paste, rotate, rotate, mirror, rotate, rotate. Not enough. Not the right side. I gotta redraw this. Oh, I do have to redraw it. Forgot it's 2 lanes to 1. I have to redraw it. Do wish I could. Oh, I can. Oh, cool. That'll be good. Same thing here. I could paste this here. Grab this, and I could go. Then I always want to decrease the speed limit, or else they'll blow past this traffic light. I don't want that, because it's like 40. 40 along the way, and 40 is here as well. It'll just utterly speed. And that should be good for this exit. For now, yeah, it should be good. That'll be good for a while. It shouldn't cause any problems. They want to draw on these lines though, so I'll take it from over here. Take it from here. Be too lazy. I don't want to redraw it myself. Yes. There. You know, I wish that police would pull people over in this game. Hopefully they do that in the next game. Realistic police would be cool. Actually, what I could do for this, I could make it... I think I know what I'll do for here. Instead of making it... one of the... I guess... Maybe I'll keep it like that, but do it differently. I'll draw it out differently. Instead of doing that, I'll make it split. That. Shift it over a little bit. Make it even compared to this side. This side's fine. I'd rather have a lane close. Yep. Now everything's okay, so this is very hilly. Yes, it is. Normally, I'd make my land flat. I might do that. Line it up from the highway. Line it out over here. Maybe I'll keep it shorter over here by the water. Once I pass this road, it's a different incline. This is deep. Bring it up. Same height as the highway. Good match. There we go. Same thing here. Make that. Make them match. I'll make this a small road. It doesn't have to be large. If anything, it'll probably just be... make it 2 lanes to a distance. Once it reaches the corner, I'll open it to 3. Well, half. Like so. That'll be fine. Highway exit. You want to change this road from highway to a normal road. Also, might want to get rid of this railroad. I might not get rid of it, but I might bring it closer to the water. I do that. Unnecessary to have it curve up here like this. I guess make it go straight.
Saddle up in the mornings with Jimmy and the Stallion, the only morning show
I
featuring
could make it 4 lanes. For now, it'll be 4 lanes. I'm thinking of having a lot of traffic up here. I might make this on the ground, actually.
Whoa, whoa! Looks like someone's horsing around.
I might make this on the ground. Ground floor.
Easy, boy.
They'll play your favorite hits, give out great prizes, and laugh their way through your commute. Jimmy and the Stallion. Stable entertainment only on Cities Radio.
Let me turn collision back on so it can be revealed. Clean it up later.
Welcome back to Paradise Radio. I'm your host, Bob. It's time for us to check the listener line. Here's a good one from a fellow named Henry. Thanks for all the great music, Mark. Just one question for you. I've got the heart of the lion and the eye of the tiger. But when I try to dance...
A lot of these sharp turns in that road. The railroad. Let me go ease it out. That'll be it for now.
The truth is, penguins are born dancers. Haven't you ever watched the movies? Sure, they might look a little awkward, but that just makes it fun. If you believe in what you're doing, then you're bound to win. Just remember to stay away from the karaoke machine. That's when people start drawing the line. Now let's see if we can get those penguin feet back. Here's another favorite.
Oh. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, good. To start off, up here on a hill from the top half, I could just start back here, or I'll start right here, right off the cross section. You should use bike roads. I don't want a perfect grid in this neighborhood. Something more lax. This could be a road that can, like a peaceful road. Historic? I could use a historic. That's more Main Street. That's like a little town wise. I think it'd be a town. It could be. It will be near this. Then the city's over here. I'll do it. Coastline. I hear them non-stop. I mean, it was better than the original music. Sometimes I never hear it. Disappears. I don't even know where it is now. I actually never listened to the other radios. Cities Radio? I don't know what that is. I'm pretty sure Gold's FM has copyright music, so I can't use that. I use classical. Like orchestra to jazz. Okay, so I'm thinking of this area can be like the not downtown, the little shop area, the town area. Houses will be more in the back over here. Let me do that. I'm too close to the road. Maybe four apart. I'll keep some of the trees in areas where they should be. The grid won't be a little too controlled. I want to make it a little more sporadic. Let's been go up. Here. Main road will turn. This road has a bridge piece. There is one bike lane that I like to use as a road. I actually don't know if it's on here anymore. Might have gotten rid of it. Yeah, I definitely did. That's fine. I do like to change these pillars. Not 33. 33 feet. That's a little tall for a bridge. Karaoke, no way can I sing. I continue straight. Nah, right here. I'm making this grid strange on purpose. Coming together though. From here to here. Yeah.
Hello again from the classics, home of the
Oh, there's actually a good spot. Right here. Can be right. This middle spot right here. Be a good spot for a school. These roads will come together and make a junction. One day. Yeah, who knows, it might happen. Only time you're catching me sing is when I'm in the car by myself. That's basically it, actually. I'm in the car driving somewhere. In the shower. Sometimes. Not often. Right here. On the road? Yeah, along the road. Sometimes for schools, I'll put a mini park in there. Oh, completely forgot. Power and water. I like to have a certain place for those. I like to find a little land, like maybe over here for my resources for water and power. There's a road already. The end, maybe? Don't know what this is. Walls. The networks. Nodes? They have nodes. I could cheat again. Network. Ron. Wall. Medieval walls. Goodbye. I don't need you. What are you? Sandstone retaining walls? I don't need you either. What does it say? Are you sure you want to delete all of these road segments? Wait, let me double think. Are these anywhere else? Anywhere important? Nope. Goodbye. Yes. That's all. Good. Okay. On the close. Let me think about what kind of power I want, sir, now. I will need this close by in case of flooding happens. Because I accidentally flood something. Does this connect to a highway? A road? I need to make sure of this. It connects to the bridge. Okay. Is it? Okay, it does. It'll be a long drive, but they'll get there eventually. Let me change the speed limit, actually, of this bridge. I think it's too slow. Yeah, 35, that's way too slow. Let's go a solid 60. There's no barrier in the middle. I can actually make a bit. Oh, that'll take too long. Yeah, that'll take way too long. Unless... No, not doing it. This might be my industrial island. What's gonna call that now? Okay. Industrial island. I actually never named this city yet. Let me slope this some patches. There we go. That's a lot better. Power. Power, power, power. This is good to have next to water. Nuclear power plants will always need a constant supply of water, or else we'll have another Chernobyl incident happening. I mean, Chernobyl happened because of water flooding. But it can also happen by... Well, no, it'll explode if there's no water. It needs some kind of coolant for a nuclear reactor. This fits kind of perfect. Oh no, not really. Along with the nuclear reactor, I need some kind of water supply. Water pumps. Also water pumps. I could put these along here. I could put them along here. Just use move it. Align them. They float, but you can barely see it underwater. Top of water. Oh, this music is a little too peaceful. Random U-turn road. I could... There are certain decorations that I have. That's for railroads. Solar panels? I do like these, what is it? Yeah, subjugation stations. These are nice. They fit the aesthetic. Large and small. Solar panels will be good. Technically speaking, nuclear power plants are green energy, so solar does work with it. I mean, I do have solar. Forgot about that. Solar updraft. Just solar power plant. Think about how I want to place these. So maybe, possibly, I want to move this road. Solar updraft. This doesn't need to be placed anywhere. Nice building. I don't use it much often. Kind of like sticks out like a lot. But it does work in some appearances. This one looks good in a desert, like a desert area. And also it doesn't work at night, but this one does batteries, so it saves more power at night. And I do also have, where is it? This thing. Natural gas power plant. I like to use this in the oil area since it matches their aesthetic. Actually, I could change these roads to industrial roads as well. Yeah, they do look nice. Actually, do this. I want this next to the water. Have this road come all the way up. Remove this portion. Have the subjugation stations. Rotate them 90. Yeah, rotate them this way. Copy. Maybe even a parking lot. Oh, nope, even better. The solar power parking lot.
Hope you like that last one. It's one of my favorites.
I would never park next to one of these things. I'd be too scared.
What's great about my job?
Thunderstorm happens, my car's gone.
World, I get to just sit inside where it's nice and peaceful and listen
On the other side to match.
to you good people. I hope you're having
Can this
a
fit?
good day too.
A little bit too much
That
space.
dial.
However, this again, 2 block spaces. I actually use these. These go well next to water as well. I know in some cities they have these water treatment plants. Some cities don't really have most control of it. Sometimes most of the sewer will go out into the ocean. Other times the capacity of how much sewage will enter these things will overflood the system, forcing it to go out into the ocean. I thought that's most cities actually. Most cities don't have too much control over their sewer system. I know New York City, for example, if it rains too much, sewer water is getting into the ocean no matter what. The beach will smell nothing like feces. That's why you never go swimming in New York. Especially after a rainy day. I could use one of these. And there's space from the right in the middle for 6 car parking. Not even 6. That's like 12. Oh, and maybe this can fit. Oh, perfect. Almost perfect. But it's fine, actually. If you got surface painter, you could paint it in with sand or gravel. Perfect. Like it was never there. This can be the power station for now. Have my solar panels along the outside. Tall. Okay. 4. Perfect. A little greenery walking in the middle of it. Maybe I don't have to destroy this. Maybe I could just rest it somewhere. Sit over here, maybe. Yeah, that's fine. No problem. Actually, well, it's 10:26. I might call it a day here, and then continue. To finish the city, well, make the first town. I didn't realize it was so late. Oh, it's almost 3 hours. Man, time goes fast. Let me finish this up. I'll make this whole thing sand. Sand just looks nice. Gravel. Yeah, it just looks better there. They do need fire safety. I don't want to use the large fire truck. This actually could be a good land to use helicopters. It's not often I find a space to place these things. Maybe not here. I like to have them near the disaster response unit. Could use this. I don't like the size of it though, it's the problem. A little too chunky. I think I'll use this. This one, it just does look good. It's every aesthetic nicely. Oh, nothing really. Just placing down this fire department. I was just mentioning earlier, because I did not realize it's 10:30 right now by me. I might end stream now, and then continue tomorrow to work on this part, because I'm pretty sure electricity and water is now covered, so I can start working on this now. Okay. I'm gonna end here. I'll be back tomorrow at the same time. Let me save this game. I gotta name the city actually. But for now, I'll just call it first thing that comes to my head. Good night. Canal. Save. After exit. After a second. Okay, there we go. Okay.